now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
It was one thing you bet not did as a kid coming up in your mother house or your grandma house. That was the coming in, interrupting while they was watching two things, either the stories or the news channel. Yeah, the news channel. Speaking of news, in today's time, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube is the #1 source where people go to in today's time and catch up on everything that's going on. YouTube has become one of the main sources where them polices be going to now. Yeah, because they got all these channels. Everybody on here got some information, some news, something they heard or something they seen on the internet. Let me tell y'all something, man. A lot of y'all out there committing crime, guess what? This is our news channel. Yeah, the YouTube channel, this is where everybody looking at. So guess what? If we looking at it, guess who else looking at it? Yeah, it don't take a rocket science to figure that out. We're going to get to this new content, man. This is a new channel called Urban Uncut 411. Look like they about to do good on YouTube because it's a faceless channel. Nobody know who they is, and they seem like they got the detail and intel on what's going on out here, man. We all seen YC 80 bands get unalive 2 days ago. I believe somebody else got unalive yesterday. Anybody in these areas, I would advise you, man, to go somewhere else. Don't get caught walking around these parts of town. Don't go to no stores. Don't go to no gas station, especially if you're young, black, or even if you old black and look like you might be in the game. If you're in the game, I would advise you to get out these neighborhoods right now. It's smoking hot. It's on fire. It been on fire, but right now it seems like it's more on fire. We done seen a whole lot of bodies dropping according to what's on YouTube. So we're gonna get to this channel, man. It's called Who's Up One. That's the name of this video. Y'all know what Who Up One mean. That mean who up on that scoreboard. That's what these young cats call it today, the scoreboard. We up one. Man, y'all gonna be in a bad situation when y'all get caught up for this. I'm telling you, it ain't no good thing when you go on the inside and realize that we got to be cool once we hit this prison yard for survival. I sound like a broken record. Keep on telling y'all that. But anyway, man, y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. We about to get to this content. Man, this gonna be a good one, y'all. If you ever want to get caught and go to jail, let it hit the internet. You will get caught and go to jail. I'm telling you that right now. Let's go.
The war between the Hoovers and the Main Street Crips isn't staying in back alleys or whispered beefs. It's exploding out in the open. South Los Angeles has turned into a live battlefield over the past few weeks, with wave after wave of shootings tied to retaliation. These aren't one-off shootings. They're stacked, night after night, block after block, innocent people caught between warring sets. It started on Saturday night, August 23rd, near West 83rd and Hoover Street. Gunfire broke out, leaving a 35-year-old man dead on the sidewalk. 2 others were hit, one clinging to life in the hospital. For locals, this wasn't another night in South Central.
Man, I'm hurt, man. This is my child. He's gone.
It felt like the first domino tipping over. Then came Tuesday, August 26th. 2 separate shooting scenes hours apart. The first at Figueroa and Manchester turned a neighborhood corner store into a war zone. Gunmen pulled up in a white Honda Civic, spraying bullets into a crowd. 4 men and 1 woman went down in seconds. Witnesses say the store windows shattered like glass rain, while customers ducked behind chip racks and coolers. That same night, on Century Boulevard and Main Street, more shots rang out. This time, 2 men were hit. One, just 26, died on the spot. The other, a 51-year-old, was rushed to the hospital. 2 scenes, 1 night, both within the shadow of Hoover and Main Street turf lines. Detectives didn't mince words. This was retaliation. As if that wasn't enough, the violence pushed even further.
All right, we're going to stop right there. We're going to stop right here. Now, look at the wall, man. The wall say, we up. This dude ain't even got no mask on. He bare. They caught him all on camera. That's somebody ring camera that didn't call him. A camera up in the sky, that third eye, whatever you want to call it, then caught him whacking out whatever they whacking up. I ain't saying he put we up, but somebody put it on the wall. Now, how do they know all this? Where did this information come from? How do they get all this information? Channels like these definitely be having a whole lot of intel. Is it their opinion? Is it something they made up? Or is it something that they know? How do these channels be knowing all the info. You know how? Because some of the stuff be on the news. They get these news clippings, they go read it, put it together, and it's all on here. It's all put together well for you. I came across this and I said, oh, wow, this is crazy. But if you go back 3 years ago to Ward Cali and channels like that, you would see these same videos then already been up. So a lot of this stuff then already been on the internet before we get to blaming these bloggers and guys who's running around with these cameras filming this stuff.
Further, around 74th and Main Street during what was supposed to be a memorial
This the news channel, look.
Gunfire erupted again.
Thank you. We begin with breaking news. There's been a deadly shooting in the Florence neighborhood of South Los Angeles. One man was killed, another was wounded. The shooting happened around 2 a.m. near 74th and Main Streets. 2 men were shot. One was on the ground in critical condition. That man was taken to a hospital where he died. Another man was taken to the hospital in stable condition. The gunman got away. It is not clear what led to the shooting.
Roughly 30 people had gathered to honor a lost loved one. Instead,
the news channel said it's not clear what led to the shooting, but guess what's going to be clear that led into the shooting? The internet. Yeah, the internet, they going to fill in the spot. Oh, we know what led to the shooting. This what happened. The internet know everything.
Turned into chaos, a shootout-style attack that left another man dead and one more injured. Imagine going to mourn your friend and leaving in an ambulance. That's the level of madness South LA is living through. And these aren't just rival shooters hitting each other. These are stray bullets ripping through neighborhoods, moms holding their kids tighter, kids sprinting into houses when they hear the pop of gunfire, schools on edge, local businesses bleeding out because customers are too scared to shop in hot spots like Broadway or Manchester. It's not a gang beef anymore, it's an open war, and the victims are the very community that's stuck living in the middle of it. When it comes to the streets of South Los Angeles, nothing exists in isolation. Every bullet, every retaliation, every body on the pavement is tied to a long tangled web of allies and enemies. To understand why the Hoover criminals and Main Street Mafia Crips are locked in such a vicious war today, you've got to map out who they're up against and who they lean on when the pressure gets too heavy. Because in gang politics, alliances can flip overnight and enemies have a way of multiplying. The Hoovers have built a reputation as one of the most notorious and widely hated gangs in Los Angeles. Their enemy list runs deep. The Rollin' 60 neighborhood Crips are their blood feud, stretching back decades.
Point it up. Out here to tell you, see what it is. Gang business on Hood, 60th Street. Bruce Skinner's Bradley, 60.
This isn't just territorial, it's generational. Entire family lines have been scarred by Hoover versus 60s violence, making it one of the deadliest rivalries in LA history. The 8 Trey gangster Crips are another Crip set they've been at odds with, proving that Crip-on-Crip warfare can be just as brutal as any blood rivalry. The Main Street Mafia Crips, of course, are the current headline beef, with shootings rocking Broadway
All right, let's make this clear. We're going to make this clear. It's nothing with representing where you come from. There's nothing representing your hood, where you come from. Nothing wrong with that. If that's where you come from, you be proud of your community where you come from. It's the point when these cameras come out, man, a lot of people turn to prostitutes for these cameras. They get in front of these cameras, they act like hoes. They be so excited to get on film. They just saying, do it. They not even thinking. Like, nigga, shut your mouth, man. Shut the hell up. Some of this shit could be used to get your ass twisted up like a pretzel. They be happy and excited to get on here and do the most dumbest shit. But they young. They young. You got pictures of OGs back in the days doing some of the same stuff, throwing up their sets and everything until they seen them same pictures in them gang unit rooms. When they go up in there, they got a whole wall full of them, a whole book. How you think when they was getting pulled over back in the days and they get the victims, when they say, here, go, point them out in these pictures. Yeah, they already know, man. Let's get back to this, though.
Manchester and Hoover Street almost weekly. Blood sets like the Denver Lanes, Family Swan Bloods, and Bloodstone Villains add even more fuel, making Hoovers a target from all directions. The Main Street Mafia Crips, meanwhile, are living their own version of the same nightmare. Their current war with the Hoovers is the hottest conflict in South LA, but it's not their only one. The Family Swan Bloods and Avalon Gardens Bloods have been relentless rivals, with bloodshed over territory stacking body counts year after year. Latino gangs like Florence 13, F13, clash with Main Streets over turf, leading to race-based conflicts that only deepen the violence. They've had their own wars with East Coast Crips and clashes with Rollin' 60s, showing that their beef extends well beyond just one neighborhood. Main Streets don't have the luxury of peace on any border. Like the Hoovers, they're stuck in a cycle of fighting multiple enemies at once, but here's where the streets get tricky. Both the Hoovers and the Main Streets have relied on alliances to survive, but those alliances are fragile at best. The Hoovers have, at times, linked with East Coast Crips and Rollin' 30s Harlem Crips, finding strength against bigger rivals like the 60s. More recently, Hoover names have surfaced alongside BPS, Black P. Stones, and Baby Stone Gorillas, especially in indictments where hustling crossed over into organized crime. Even Hoover subsets outside of California, like in Oklahoma or Texas, keep the brand alive, adding to their reach. The Main Streets on...
They ain't adding to no reach, man. Them Hoovers deep as hell, man. Them dudes is there's so many of them, it's ridiculous, man. Damn, it's a few neighborhoods, but that's one of the biggest sets out here. That's just extra stuff. But yeah, man, they also got one of the coldest dances. I thought the Crip Walk was cold, but that Hoover Stomp definitely is a cold dance. I see YG, everybody be doing the Hoover Stomp. Everybody does that dance, man. They got a cold dance.
On the other hand, have leaned on neighborhood Crip factions like the Rollin' 40s and Rollin' 90s, using those ties to push back against Hoover expansion. At times, they've even struck short-term truces with blood sets when the money or survival required it, but those deals rarely lasted. Alliances in South Central are business, not friendship. One day, you're standing shoulder to shoulder, and the next, you're ducking bullets from the same people you broke bread with. This is why the Hoover versus. Main Street war is so explosive today. Neither side is just fighting one battle. They're juggling enemies across South Central, and their alliances are stitched together with weak thread. When two gangs that are already surrounded decide to focus on each other, it creates chaos on a level that no community can escape. The families who live on these blocks don't care about alliances or rivals. They care about the bullets flying through their bedroom windows, but make no mistake. The long list of enemies, the fragile alliances, and the constant power plays are what fuel this war and keep the violence circling back, night after night. One victim was not gang involved. Visiting family, simply caught in wrong place, wrong time.
That's why I say, either get out these areas or die. Get out these areas, man. No bullets ain't got no name. Nobody care. If you look the part, you gonna get it. Yeah, if they on a mission with no permission and you get caught slipping like a transmission, you gonna be out of commission because they gonna get you, man. Stay out of these areas. If y'all look at most of these videos, what time is it? Nighttime. The demons come out at night. Yeah, they out there at nighttime. Y'all better not be out there Halloween trick-or-treating with it, because that's when the masses come out. Boy, that's the best time. Listen, man, y'all better lay low, man. Kick back, man. The street's on fire. When the street's on fire, get out the way. Get all the way out the way into it. Cool back down.
His father says his child should never have been exposed to this. Shootings occurring near schools during dismissal times. Kids walking out into bullets. Imagine being a student hearing shots while walking home. That's normal for some now.
No, imagine seeing the troops. Imagine them sending the troops out here. Because if this was in Calabasas, anywhere like that, they would have been shut this down. They not having this in their community. They'll let this go on in our community as long as they want, because the more that they could push this propaganda of all these stuff that they put on the news with all y'all getting smoked. Yeah, that's when they get to tearing up stuff and coming through here and doing what they want to do to y'all. The community ain't gonna feel sorry for y'all. They not gonna back. Let the police come and down one of y'all. They not gonna care. They gonna say, man, 10 people done got killed already by the hands of gang violence. So we don't even care about the police knocking y'all down. They letting it pump up. They letting all this pump up, because when they come and send them through there, y'all gonna be up out of here, man. I'm telling y'all, why they haven't sent the troops over here like they do everywhere else? Why is that?
Mothers scrambling for funerals instead of school plays. Small businesses near shooting scenes losing foot traffic because people are scared. Corner stores boarded up. Block neighbors gathering to clean up bullet casings rather than enjoy BBQs. Emotional toll. Families of the deceased are dealing not just with grief, but with anger, confusion. Many feel let down by the lack of arrests. Many of these shootings no suspects yet, by police being slow, and by the feeling city leadership is distant. Gun violence ratchets up childhood trauma and emotional devastation. According to local orgs and trauma centers in South LA, children repeatedly exposed to gunshots or violence show signs of PTSD. They flinch at loud noises. They freeze at sirens. They can't sleep without nightmares of shooting echoes.
Boy, they sure make it seem they make it seem like it's the scariest thing on earth. Boy, let me tell y'all something, man. They be scared of them polices, man. You see, it could be 1,000. It could be 1,000 motherfuckers out there, man. The police would come 2 cars deep, 1 car deep, man. And jump out. Everybody gonna run and throw their guns. They had 30 guns and throw them all. Police ain't got number 2 Glocks on them. They gonna throw everything. But yeah, man, it's getting wicked out here. I would advise all y'all to stay out these areas, man. You know what I'm saying? They need to come with a new law. If you get caught with a gun, that's automatically a life sentence. Take the guns out the street and let these dudes squabble up again. You got a problem? Do like they did back in the old days. Go get a fade in, squabble it out. A lot of these dudes can't fight. They scared. They gotta have a pistol. I seen one video where a dude act like he flinched on him and the other dude did like that. He didn't even throw his dukes up. He went immediately like that. You take these guns, give them a life sentence for having a gun. I tell you what, the streets have calmed down because ain't nobody for the pull up, jump out and get no fade in. You got a few, but you know, all of them ain't gonna do that. But anyway, man, let's just pray that God protect all these young dudes. They got a young female over there. I see 2 females, like 2 females, 1 in the back, 2, 3. Man, God protect all these kids. Watch over them, man, and let them figure this out. And all the old dudes that sit back watching it, that's supposed to be from this set. If you one of them old dudes that's sending them on missions, you's a sucker. Your job is to tell them, like, man, kick back. But who gonna tell somebody how to feel when they done lost one of their loved ones, man? It's a bittersweet situation. A lot of these old dudes be scared of these young dudes. Young dudes mess around and pull a pistol on them, knock them down. A lot of them be scared of the youngsters. But anyway, we're going to get up out of here, man. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section, man. Let's go over here to this channel. Like it's a new channel, and they got a whole lot of stuff. A few videos so far. So this is Urban Uncut 411. Let's get to their videos. They got a few videos over there. Go over there and check them out. Subscribe to their channel. They got a lot of this type of content over there. I catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.